Hey everybody, it's Mickey here, Mr India. So I've set myself a challenge and it's about the 944 Porsche Turbo. And as some of you who have been following my channels will know that I bought this 944 Turbo non-running with the cam belt, which was, I won't say snap, but the teeth had gone. And the result of that was the valves were bent, the head needed rebuilding, which I've done over on the bench over here. So I've put new valves in the head, and I've actually, got the engine stripped down. Here's the thing, I've set myself a challenge. Today is the 24th of December, Christmas Eve, and I'm not going to work tomorrow because it's Christmas Day, but I set myself a challenge that I have to get all these parts which I bought for this car, all these bits and pieces in here, water pump, reassemble the actual cam box and get it into here and get that car up and running on the morning of December 1st. Sorry, on the morning of January 1st. I don't know why I said December 1st, but anyway, on the morning of January 1st. And the intention is I want to go out with a friend and drive up to the Alice's in California on January the 1st and see if we can get this going. Today's day one, and it's all about reassembling. I put everything together, pulled everything together in terms of, got all the parts I need. I'm off next week, so my company's closed, so I don't have to work. So the idea is to put solid 8-hour days in and get this thing running. I think I'm ready to do it. This is day one. I'm not going to do the whole rebuild in terms of a video log, but what I'll do is I'll summarize every day what I've done and hopefully take you on this journey over the next few days. And will I make and meet this challenge? I really don't know. It's the 24th of December right now, and I'm hoping I do. Hopefully I won't come across any challenges. Join me for the journey on day one. Right, so the first job I'm going to do is, if you look over here to day one, is the wiring on these sensor plugs had busted. I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if I can pull it out. Okay. See, they've gone brittle, and yeah, that plugs into there, that plugs into here, but the actual plug sockets, oh, there you go, it's breaking apart, in my hands. And what I've got is from 944 online some brand new plug sockets to replace. So that's one of the jobs I'm going to do today. And then down here, I'm going to try and get onto today is the oil cooler housing. We'll come over here. I've got this oil cooler housing and this new valve, which I'm going to replace the old one with. This is the old oil pressure valve. Got a new one, and I got some new seals, and that will sort of go in there. And I got myself, I think, just for everybody's information, for the oil cooler housing, I've got that, which is the alignment tool, which I will use to align in there. So that's today's job, the oil cooler housing, that electrical socket, and if I can get that done today, that'd be awesome. I'm not going to overkill myself. I'm going to do one project at a time. Once I've got the oil cooler housing, then I think day two, which will be on Sunday, will be about putting the head back on. Let's see how we go. So, I've got the oil cooler housing back on with the new gaskets. You can see down here. This is the oil cooler housing. I have got an alignment tool plugged in here so that the oil pressure valve is aligned properly. Got good advice off the forums on that, just to show you. Got the alignment tool. I got that from 944 online. Just make sure I put that back in because I need to keep it in while I tighten the thing up. So next stage will be hooking up the oil lines. As you can see here, they will go, oops, can't see that. These oil lines, one will go here, one will go here, and the oil filter will go on there. So it is now, what time is it? I think it is, it's 12:15 on the 24th of December. I'm making good progress. So at the moment, got this electrical done. The oil cooler housing has been put in place. I'll tighten these up in a second. I think I might be almost ready to put the head on today, which will be quite amazing. Anyway, quick update, thanks. So, come across another problem. I finished the actual, the oil cooler housing, connected the hoses, but having said that, one thing I found is that these bolts needed to be 25 pounds of pressure, so I had to go and buy myself a new torque wrench which can do the lower pound footage. Anyway, like I said, I found another problem. As I was getting this ready to put the head on, I found over here the engine earth was really moldy and rusty. You know, it connects over here and it comes down here and it goes to the battery. And what I found is the actual, it's breaking in my hands. The insulation is all breaking up for the engine earth. So I've took this all out and I've got myself a new battery cable, and what I'm going to do is put this new one in, so make sure that things that are fine like this are all replaced. It's got a few aging problems. I think it's just broken because it's brittle because of the age of the car. It's like 36 years old. So anyway, so it's going to get a brand new battery cable in now, and I want to do it now before I put the head in because it's going to become difficult to get to the engine earth point. So like I said, over here, it'll connect over here. I've cleaned up the terminals already, these two earth terminals. It'll come along here, come through here. Here's the actual positive terminal, and this, you know, this was sort of hanging in there, and this will sort of, you know, go back over there. I'm going to put a new one in. Okay, that was just a quick update. It's still December 24th. I think I'm going to put that cable in, and I'm going to think about putting the head on Sunday, which is 26th. Not bad progress. Got the electrical done, the oil cooling housing done, and I'll get this battery cable done. Not bad. Time is now coming up to 4 p.m. I think it's taking about an hour to get this done. But see you on Sunday. Good morning, everybody. It's December 26th, it's Sunday morning. Had a great Christmas yesterday. Took a complete day off. I gotta say that this morning I woke up and I thought I really don't want to work on this car, but I got myself into the mood. Oh, there's my trusty GTR. Got myself a cup of coffee. And the order of today is to get the head on. Before I do that, I'm going to put the oil pressure sensor on, switch or whatever you call it. Here's the head, ready to go. Going to get that into there today. Just a quick recap what I did. I got the new battery cable in, as you can see. Don't know if you can see that. New battery cable in, and I got it down to put a new earth on, cleaned it all up around there. That's nice and clean now. Put the oil cooler on, oil cooler housing on, tightened up these hoses. These are a bit challenging. I had to get them in the right position so it doesn't interfere with the power steering pump. I think there's power steering pump, yeah. So I've got all that lined up. It took me a bit longer than expected. So today, the order of today is get the head on, the pressure sensor switch on first, and see how far I get. So I'm going to check in with you once I've got the head on. I've got my head gasket kit over here, Victor Rhines one. There we go. That's my tools all over the place. So I'm going to get that all unpacked, start assembling, and away we go. Okay, time for a coffee break. Let me just put this one side. Okay, time for a coffee break. I got the cylinder head on and I torqued it down using the Clark's Garage website. It gave me the torque settings, which was 15 pounds on the first torque, 90 degrees on the second, and 90 degrees on the third. I did leave it 15 minutes between each torque setting to allow the cylinder head to bed in. Pretty uneventful, went really smoothly. I've done a lot of good prep. I did bring the piston number 1 to top dead center and locked it up with the engine lock below. The marks seem to be aligned, so you know the pistons are going nowhere. I think the next job I'm going to do is get the exhaust manifold on while I got some space before I put the cam box on. And then I'll put the cam box on, assemble the cam box, put that on, and then I'll start assembling the front end in terms of the cam belts, etc. So good progress, and it's only, what time is it? It's coming up to 10:30 a.m. West Coast time in Pacific, in California. I'm not doing too bad. And I started about 9 o'clock. So very pleased with progress up today. Let's go on with the next bit. Okay, so that was a bit of a mission. I can't remember if I told you, got the head on. Yeah, told you about that. But I've spent the best part of 3 hours putting the exhaust manifolds on and connecting the exhaust back up. Big problem being it's a 2-piece manifold and it was a real challenge. I had to take the studs out, put them in, yada, yada, yada. New gaskets, of course. I just come around underneath the car, connected up the exhaust, the manifolds to the main exhaust, reassembled all the exhaust parts. It's ready for the cam housing now. And I think, oops, obviously, crowbar to help me. I'm going to reassemble the cam housing, going to put the cam cover back on with the lifters, and then I'm going to tackle, once the cam's on, I'll be able to tackle the belts and the pulleys, etc. down here. So that's my next piece of work. It's still the 26th of December. I think I promised myself I'll stop at 5 p.m. every night. What time is it? It's 4, just 10 past 4 right now. What I am going to do is see if I can get the cam housing assembled tonight, and tomorrow I'll put the cam housing on. So that's the goal. I'll catch you tomorrow. I'll assemble the cam housing tonight, and then we'll take it from there. Thanks. Hey everybody, it's Monday 27th of December 2021, still in 2021, making good progress. Start of the day. I've actually got the cam box assembled yesterday, put all the seals on, the back seal, the front seal, so making good progress. I think one of the things I want to do today is actually, before I get started with the cam box, I want to get the cam box on and I want to get all the belts on today. But before I actually do that, fuel injectors, because I'm on a race to try and get this going on January 1st, what I don't want to do is find out afterwards that my fuel injectors are not great. These are like $400 each, the original ones. So like 4 of these would be about, you know, $1,600 plus the tax and delivery. I'm not really that keen to spend that much money on these injectors. Found a local shop. They do diesel injectors and fuel injectors. What they can do is that test it and service it for me. So for $75, I can get all 4 of these tested. So first order of the day, I'm going to go and drop these off. It takes about half a day, and find out if I do need any injectors. Hopefully not, and we'll get these tested and cleaned out. So I don't want to install these and find out after that they're not very good. So I'm going to sort of get them off the rail and you know, get these over there, and then come back and start working on this. So let's see how we get on today. So, 27th of December, Monday evening, coming up to 5 o'clock. I promised I would stop at 5 p.m. every day. Made some progress today. Not what I was expecting to do today. So, I've got the cam box on, as I said earlier. I was going to start putting the cam gears on so I can get the cam belts on, etc. Except, as I started changing the oil seals, I bust the crankshaft oil seal at the front of the engine as I put it in. Bit naive of me, I should have sort of used a different method to put that in. Anyway, what I decided to do is the oil pump gear, decided to change that as well. There's a slight groove in here, so I don't want to risk, given I've come this far, not changing that. So I've asked 944 Online Ian to see if he can send something overnight on that one. The other thing I'm actually waiting for is, oh, here it is this pipe. It's corroded. It's a water pipe, goes across there to the water pump. I need to get that in, sending one of those out as well. Good progress today in terms of got all my injectors sorted out. I took them to Santa Rosa diesel injectors this morning. Took them half a day. They did the test on it and they weren't flowing very well. They cleaned them out. They've serviced them. They're normally $450 each, these injectors. $160, all of them serviced and flowing really, really good. So I'm really, really pleased with that. The other thing that we got today is we had a this pipe here that goes into the J-boot. It's got this like weird connection, this hydraulic connection. I went up to local hydraulic place. They made up that pipe as a weight today, $20. I'm really pleased with that. So I ended up changing the bottom balance shaft seal, the top balance shaft seal, waiting to get the new one for that because I busted it. But in the meantime, what I did do is reinstall these vacuum spider, whatever it's called. I've obviously got the wiring sorted out, so I got this all back installed. I've got the new elbow here for the internal heater connected up. I've got the heater on off connected here. I've got the wiring loom back down to the oil switch down there, all connected up from underneath. So all in all, got quite a lot done today, and but not what I was expecting to do. So really pleased with the outcome. Tomorrow, if I don't get those parts by tomorrow that I need, I'm going to get on with the vacuum hoses, and I think that's the other one that I was dreading, the vacuum hoses, because I'm doing a Venturi delete as well. But yeah, got a lot done. Some of the more tedious stuff today that I was trying to leave till last. But hey, 27th, it's Monday. Still got 28, 29, 30, 31, 28, 29, 30, 30. I've got 4 days. So hopefully, I'm fingers crossed I'll get this started in 4 days. See you tomorrow on the 28th. Hey, good morning. It's Tuesday morning, 28th of December, 29, 33. I've still got 3 days to go. I'm making good progress on this car. Yesterday, when I signed off, I continued to just work till 5 p.m. I made sure I got some of these wiring installations redone. Where I could put heat shrink, I put heat shrink installation. Got all this vacuum stuff, I don't know what it's called, installed. I did want to install the cam gears today, but I'm waiting for that bottom engine seal, which is not going to turn up until tomorrow, I don't think now, with the water pipe. But today, I really want to get on with getting the real tedious bit. I want to get the inlet manifold in, the air inlet manifold. But to do that, I need to make sure my vacuum hoses are done. So I have got a vacuum hose kit here, complete replacement with what we call a Venturi delete, which, let me show you what that means. Apparently, Porsche modified this afterwards. There's this device here, which we're going to delete and take off completely and put some new hoses. These are all very brittle and broken. And we've got all that over here. And I've got the diagrams from Renlist before what it was before the Venturi delete and after. Going to do that today, get that done. That's going to take a bit of time working out. There's a vacuum pump here. It's got to come through here. I've got to reroute one of the wires, which I was looking at my photos. This I've got over here needs to come up here. But you know, we're getting close. So I'm pretty pleased with progress on this right now. Hoping that if I get all the vacuum hoses done, I'm going to get the inlet manifold on today. And then all that's left is really putting the cam belt on with the cam gears, which we'll do tomorrow. So let's get on with it. So it's still the 28th of December. This car's a bit of a nightmare. It's 36 years old. Every time I try to assemble it, something else breaks. So I've actually been mocking up all the vacuum hoses and making sure everything's in place. I've still got a little bit more to go. But I got this vacuum timing valve here, broke on me at the last minute. So let me just move this out of the way. It's this little device here. Where's it gone? This device here, one of the lugs broke off, and it's typical because it's 36 years old. It's all plastic's all brittle. Anyway, that broke off, and I had to order a new one of these. It's about $100. It's to do with the vacuum timing. I don't know what it does. Anyway, so what that means is I can't really assemble the inlet manifold anymore, because if I put the inlet manifold in, I won't be able to change that device very, very easily. I called Ian from 944 online, and luckily my package has still not been collected, i.e. the one with my lower oil seal, crankshaft seal, and my water tube. And because that hadn't left, I was able to get in to put one of those valves in the package, so I should get that tomorrow. I'm sort of come to a pause, really. I'm going to finish for a little bit of the vacuum tubes, but I don't know what else I can do at this stage until I get the rest of the bits tomorrow. Bit nervous, you know. It's like tomorrow's the 29th, and I've got tomorrow, the day after, and the day after to get all this done, to really drive this. I'm still optimistic about this, you know. I think I'm going to do it. Just very, very close, very, very close. So I just want to give you an update. It is, what time is it? I don't know what time it is, but I don't think I can actually get much more done today. Can't do the cambelt until I get the bottom engine crankshaft seal and the drive gear, because I need to get that on and put the back plates on and then put the belts on. Can't get the vacuum hoses and the inlet manifold put on until I get this a vacuum timing valve replaced. I'll finish off a little bit more on cutting this down to size and teeing this off, because I'm doing a Venturi delete, as I mentioned before. Once I've done that, I think I'm paused for today. Still got half a day to go. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you soon. So I'm getting a little bit nervous. I'm not going to meet my challenge on the 1st of January, and it is getting close. I'm just that far away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post this video. It's the 28th of December, and hopefully this will be like part 1 in a bit of suspense for me. Am I going to do it? Am I not going to do it? So it's like, it's 24th of December, did some work on it, took a day off on the 25th, did some work on the 26th, did some work yesterday on the 27th, had my injectors refurbished yesterday, and I had a new hose made up for one of my vacuum hoses. The local, you know, engineering shops are really, really cool, bit quiet. They did everything for me pretty much straight away. But I'm going to post this video just to give everybody a bit of progress report. Will I make it?